Welcome to the beginning of the chilling three-part Halloween special for this year. I'm going to be reading creepypastas because so many of you requested that, and by so many I mean no one even comments on my videos. This is part one, so sit back and relax as you enjoy Who's That? Who's That? My basement was never exactly has never actually exactly been a welcoming place. It's unfurnished. There's no carpet, and the walls consist of boring, exposed bricks. Jeez, that sounds like my basement at my mom's house. There's a set of old wooden stairs on one end that creaks whenever anyone uses them. Gosh, this sounds so familiar. Behind the stairs is a storage area. Oh my gosh. That begins about 4 or 5 feet off the ground. Okay, never mind. It maybe goes 15 feet further back underneath the garage. Okay, never mind. This is not my house. I was gonna say, is this person describing my house? That'd be creepy. The place is a dump, as my brother never cleans it. Jeez, my brother kind of stays in our basement too. And the toys and tools and random things are sprawled across the entire basement floor. And that's an accomplishment considering how huge it is. It's not very wide, but from one end to the other, it's at least 80 feet in length. Well, that's not my basement at all, including the storage space. However, it's not easy to see from one end to the other, since the water heater, furnace, and other appliances sit conveniently at the bottom of the stairs to make it impossible to carry large objects like the Christmas tree up and down the stairs. Not the scroll alone. Anyways, one night we had some friends over. By we, I mean me and my parents. They had a little girl with them, maybe 4 or 5 years old. And since my brother was elsewhere as usual, I wound up babysitting this girl while my parents chatted over desserts or something. Since the basement had so many toys, thought it was a good idea to take her downstairs to play. Upstairs was kind of boring for a kid her age. The first thing she did when she got down there was find a large box. We'd just replaced our washing machine, so it was a ginormous box that was just sitting in the middle of the basement floor. It was as if it had completely vanished as soon as she crawled into the box. As she had entered her own little world, playing house or something. I tuned out for a while to check my emails on my iPod while she entertained herself, and then she caught my attention. "Who's that?" she asked. I blinked. "Who's who?" I responded, confused. "Over there, the man in the black," she replied, completely straight-faced. "There's no one there," I told her. "That's because he went upstairs," she told me. At this point, I took the girl upstairs and sat with my parents for the rest of the evening, not saying a word about what she had said. 2 years later, I had some friends over in mid-February. In Wisconsin, this means that if you were going to go outside at night, you'd be frozen solid in under 10 minutes. So me and my friends were stuck inside and went downstairs to investigate the haunted basement I told them about. The above story, in fact. There were 5 of us, including me and my cousin. I had a tape recorder to collect audio, and my cousin had a digital camera, and the others were armed with flashlights, because they wanted to turn off the lights reluctantly. But reluctantly. Okay, whatever. So we pulled the strings to turn off the lights. Oh yeah, because you can never mind. Also, flashlights are totally terrifying, but I like light, which is why I'm surrounded by it, because I'm totally terrified. I keep breaking character of the creepy guy that's reading this. Pulled the strings, turned off the lights, and we sat there in the pitch black basement. But for only a few seconds, a halogen, I mispronounced that, light bulb above began to flicker above my head almost immediately. I reached up to find that it was halfway plugged in. But still a coincidence. I hadn't even turned on the recorder yet. So I unplugged the light, turned on my recorder, and told my cousin to do the same with the camera. Sorry, I'm correcting grammar. It was past 11 o'clock at night, so it was silent. Absolutely silent. Several minutes passed. We even did a thing that they do on TV where you ask a question to whoever or whatever's there. There was not a single response. Gosh, I'm being kind of terrified. Opie, where you at? Okay, my dog. I'm terrified over here. So it turned into a bit of a joke. We started making fun of the situation and felt pretty stupid. We laughed for a while. Finally, my camera's cousin gave a low battery warning, so we decided to take the last few minutes seriously. Okay, I'm going to count to 3, and let's have it quiet again. My cousin says, 1, 2, 3. A few silent moments passed. My cousin's camera beeps and shuts off. I turn off my recorder. Go upstairs, listen to the footage, and that was that. Of course, footage was rather uneventful. Listened to the entire tape, and for the longest time we heard nothing but our own sounds until the end. Okay, I'm going to count down from 3, and let's have it quiet again. 3, 2, 1. The silent moment passed. A few silent moments passed. My cousin's camera beeps and shuts off. But then, in the half second between the camera turning off and the footage, is a whisper. Don't leave. We all stared at each other, petrified. Who's that? Asked one of my friends. The man in black, I told him. Hope you enjoyed that creepypasta. It wasn't too scary for you. Be on the lookout tomorrow for the next episode of Richie's Halloween Creepypasta Storytime. Good night.